Brazil has done it again. The Brazilian central bank has just announced that Drex, the digital version of our Brazilian currency, real, is undergoing tests to start being used in the country. Drex could represent a new technological revolution, bringing the Brazilian real into the digital environment in an even safer and smarter way. And you learn all about it on this channel after the intro. Don't go anywhere. Hello BU Nation, how are you guys doing? Have you ever heard about Drex? If you have said yes, you have probably come across a flood of recent news coming from Brazil about this new digital currency. If the answer is no, get ready to understand what this technology is all about and how it could transform Brazilians' daily life and our economy as a whole. Okay, but what is Drex exactly? Drex could mean a new technological leap, taking the real into the digital world in an even more secure and intelligent way. I will explain. Drex is the digital real created by Brazil's central bank. It won't replace paper money or Pix, guys, but it will be another option for making payments and transfers. The difference lies in the brain it carries. Drex can use smart contracts. That means money only changes hands from one person to another when all agreed conditions are met. I explain. You buy a used car. Instead of paying first and waiting for the seller to transfer the paperwork later, guys, Drex ensures that the money and the car ownership change hands at the exact same time with no risk of fraud. So if you are afraid of making the transfer and not receiving the car, Drex will guarantee the money only leaves your account when the other part has done everything right. This is also a guarantee for the owner of the car, who will transfer only the property of the car as soon as he receives the money. So these two things will happen simultaneously. Drex will guarantee that the transactions are done simultaneously, okay? It's important not to confuse Drex with a Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. It will not have its own exchange rate and it will not rise or fall in value. It's always equal to the real. One Drex equals one real. In addition, guys, Drex will not be open and decentralized like cryptocurrencies, which are fully immune to direct government intervention. The digital real will be controlled by the Central Bank of Brazil, with access restricted to banks and authorized institutions. The difference between Drex and the physical cash is that instead of being in your wallet or banking account, it will only exist in the central bank's digital environment, with all the security the institution promises. But then you can ask me, all right, Mark, but when is Drex coming to be used in Brazil? Drex is still in testing, as I said at the beginning of the video, and according to the central bank, the first phase of implementation will begin next year in 2026. At first, guys, it will operate behind the scenes in transactions between banks and the central bank, such as government bond settlements, interbank loans, property records, and all those guarantees. Only later, guys, probably in 2028, will Drex reach ordinary citizens like me, for example, being used in shopping, loans, and even investments. So Brazilians won't be buying bread at your neighborhood bakery with Drex tomorrow. It's important to say that. But this could be our reality within a few years. One of Drex's advantages is greater security in transactions, reducing fraud risks since smart contracts automate payments, like the car transaction I have just explained.
This video is going really well, right? I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want to ask you to subscribe to the channel in case you haven't, and put our channel on your list of favorites among so many bad channels that you follow. Guys, subscribing is very important for you to help us in the mission of becoming the best channel about Brazil in English on the whole YouTube. I'm pretty sure we are already, but I just want a confirmation. Also, we have 3 categories. You can be a tourist, you can be a resident, or you can be a citizen and become a BU national, as we like to say, part of the BU Nation, a member of this so beloved channel. Guys, it's on your hands to help us and we count on you. Let's get back to the video.
It will also, guys, speed up the verification of guarantees such as properties and vehicles, very important, allowing banks to offer loans at lower interest rates. With Drex, it will be possible to tokenize assets, turning real estate, stocks, or bonds into digital representations. This could let small investors buy fractions of assets that were previously inaccessible, guys. Online shopping should also become safer. Imagine this. You make a purchase, but the money only leaves your account once the product arrives correctly. That's the kind of change Drex could bring. Of course, beyond the benefits, there are challenges to consider here, guys. Number 1, for example, privacy. Many fear the government could monitor every expense. The central bank insists banking secrecy will be maintained, but until full details are released, doubts remain among Brazilians. Digital access, guys. Those without internet access or modern smartphones risk being left out, increasing financial exclusion. The central bank's cautious approach is a positive step, as the technology needs time to mature and guidelines must be clearly defined before it impacts ordinary citizens directly. It's important to say that Drex is more than just a digital currency. It is a project that could profoundly change the way Brazilians relate to money, much like Pix transformed the way we transfer funds. And yes, Pix was a tremendous revolution, guys. However, for this to happen, there's still a long journey of testing ahead, and the central bank is very cautious about this. They will test until they are fully sure on the digital currency, especially to ensure security, data protection, and inclusion in a country that is already marked by deep inequalities in diverse regional realities, guys. It will still take a few years before Drex truly reaches our pockets. But once it does, the promise is less bureaucracy, more security, cheaper credit, and more accessible investments for everyone in Brazil. In other words, a more efficient economy. Drex promises to be a tremendous revolution as Pix was in its implementation. And of course, I'm going to come here to bring you more news about this. But for you to receive them, you have to be subscribed with the bell button activated. So go check out. If you have subscribed to the channel, if you haven't, please do subscribe. I'm always bringing news about Brazil, our culture, tourism, the best restaurants, everything you're gonna have here. Remember, we have also 3 channels. If you don't know, I'm telling you now. If you wanna learn about investing in Brazil, we have a channel called Brazilian Market Investors. The link is right here under the description of the video, but I'm also leaving the address here on YouTube. Just type @Brazilian Market Investors, subscribe and learn everything about investments in Brazil. Another channel, if you guys want to learn Brazilian Portuguese, I'm also a teacher and also an author of the course. 5 books to teach you the Brazilian Portuguese in 17 months. 17 months, guys. The channel is @Portuguese with Mark Saint. To go pay us a visit, subscribe to the work there, to the channel. And we have a 3rd channel that is called Brazil Unsubtitled Podcast. Interviews with interesting Brazilians in English, interviews with foreigners that have a connection with this country. Don't miss out, subscribe to the 3. Remember, the links are here under the description. Thank you very much. I'm gonna leave you two suggestions of videos. This one, Brad Zuka interviewed me for an anniversary celebration of the channel. And this one, I talk about my daughter being bilingual in Brazil. Thank you very much. Binge watch more of our videos and I'll see you soon. Bye bye, guys.